Dave listens to hi-fi. Dave listens to hi-fi.
Hello, and thanks for tuning in to Dave Listens to Hi-Fi. So this was supposed to be a review about an amplifier, the Angela Gilbert Yeung i802 integrated amplifier. I had it for a few weeks. It's pretty good. And I got a chance to give it a run through, and I'll do a video on it soon. But from listening to the amp, and then talking to Angela Gilbert and George Taylor at Entracte Audio, I realized that there's so much more to talk about, and this will be a two-part video. I don't think I can do a video on the i802 alone without first talking about Angela Gilbert and putting everything in a context. Buying an Angela Gilbert Yeung piece is more like joining a secret society, buying into a philosophy of music reproduction that's both esoteric and accessible, but one that requires a certain confidence in your ability to listen and discern. Before I go deeper into this, let me give you a little background. In 1979, Gilbert was exposed to higher quality audio via a Sansui system that his mother brought home. Through a love of music and a passion for the equipment, they opened Blue Circle Audio in 1988. Starting as a repair business, some original products quickly followed. Experiments with tube and solid-state hybrid designs featured around this time, and individuality and signature design manifested in the hand-rubbed solid wooden front panels. Other unique and polarizing design choices were the use of ABS pipe and silicone, both of which feature in Angela Gilbert designs to this day. A strong creative desire, a drive that seems to permeate everything Angela Gilbert does to this day, was fulfilled also through the creation of wearable art. A collection of jackets, shoes, and other accessories make up a portion of Angela Gilbert's creative output. There's more than audio coming out of AGY. I originally spoke with George Taylor at Entracte Audio about getting an Angela Gilbert piece for review, as I found the brand very intriguing. There are creative solutions that can't be found in other brands, and I wanted to know what they were all about. I was sent the i802 integrated amp, and I was able to listen to it for a few weeks before bringing it back personally to Entracte Audio, where I was able to meet with George and Angela Gilbert. They were very generous with their time and attention. I felt really fortunate to have met them and experienced the different prototypes, and speak with them about it all. Angela Gilbert produces a wide range of electronics, amplifiers, DA converters, power supplies, modifications and retro mods of amps, the Funky series. The design and production, as far as I can tell, are handled exclusively by Angela Gilbert themselves, which is pretty impressive given the sheer volume of different products available. The designs are well proven. A solid understanding of electronic theory and state-of-the-art test equipment is employed to make sure that everything measures well and is built to last. If you look at the chassis of the i802, you'll see a somewhat standard layout, a full-width component in standard black finish, but the really interesting front panel treatment lets you know that there's something interesting going on underneath. A look at the back panel confirms that there's something not standard about these components. The presence of an XLR and speak-on connectors is unexpected. These are for expansion of the power supplies, the addition of massive amounts of capacitance that increases the sonic performance of these amplifiers. The interestingly designed prototypes that I was very fortunate to be able to experience firsthand are test beds for these wild concepts that come from the creative brain poop of Angela Gilbert. A notable feature of these designs is the use of large amounts of capacitance in the power supplies, something that seems to add transparency, detail, and an ease of musical delivery to the sound. The prototypes allow Angela Gilbert to explore the extent of this theory, adding more and more to see if there's a point of diminishing returns. One prototype, the AG2022, has reportedly more than 37 million microfarads of capacitance. Contrast that with my Krell amp here that only has 160,000 microfarads. Clearly there are some untapped design choices that are not being explored in the market, and this is what seems to be unique about the Angela Gilbert brand. Another variable that's being explored in the Angela Gilbert designs is varying some of the operating voltages of tubes, reducing it rather than running at higher values, possibly counterintuitively. There are prototypes that allow them to test this theory, and there's definitely something to the concept. It seems everything's on the table. Variable gains between stages, combining tube and solid-state amplification in varying degrees, interconnecting power supplies and external expandable power supplies, supercapacitors. There are just so many concepts that make it hard to define what is an Angela Gilbert design. I guess at the beginning of my review process was to listen to the amp and try to get some background, try to come up with some defining features, sonically or otherwise, that would put the review and the amplifier in some sort of context. After listening to the amp, trying the FCF and the SP Cap upgrades, and then meeting George and Angela Gilbert, I was paralyzed with information for a bit. I finally decided that a review of the i802 integrated amplifier would be incomplete without first talking about Angela Gilbert, the designer and the brand. And this is that part one of the review. I want to leave you with a snippet of a conversation that I had. I had been looking for the purpose behind Angela Gilbert Yeung products. I don't think that I conveyed the meaning of my question properly. I wanted to get to the root of the brand, try to figure out why they're making amplifiers. What is the hole in the market or the consumer's pain point that these products are trying to solve? As with anything, we can find some success and failure. The failure of my question to get to the answer that I wanted gave me some other insight into the mind and the driving force behind the genesis of these creations. I don't think that I was asking a question that could be answered, so Angela Gilbert gave me the answer that they thought I needed. The insight that I draw from this is that there is no traditional mission statement for the brand. Angela Gilbert Yeung is creating products without much regard for normal business processes. These are simply what comes forth from their creativity. The circumstances that exist that allow this to happen are to be celebrated, and those few people who are willing and able to take advantage of this situation and experience Angela Gilbert Yeung products should count themselves fortunate. They're not for everyone, and they're not meant to be. But if you want to experience amazing sound quality from one of the most unique brands that I've ever experienced, then you should definitely seek them out. On top of being built by an absolutely stellar craftsman, these products use unconventional materials in a way that's uncompromising in its purpose of delivering the highest quality sound possible. In my next video, I'll do a more traditional review of the i802, but for now, I hope that this will provide a bit of valuable context for that. So here is me trying to get to the heart of the Angela Gilbert brand, failing in getting that across to Angela Gilbert, and Angela Gilbert providing some fascinating insights into their products. Enjoy. Please subscribe if you like the video. Give me a thumbs up, and if you subscribe, you'll be one of the first to know about the upcoming review of the i802 integrated amplifier from Angela Gilbert Yeung. Thanks for watching.
Yeah, so we see all the background. There we go.
What's the question?
So the question is, why do you make what you make?
Are you
Like I know why you make audio now, but why do you make these amps, and what's special about them? Like, well, why do you bring these to market?
okay. If I may clarify your question, you are pointing the feasibility prototype, are you?
Well, no, I can also be pointing to
So
this.
you are asking me why am I making audio?
Why are you making what you make? Like, what's special about it? Why do you bring that to the market? Is it just because that's what you know how to make, or is there something you figured out, some special sauce, or is this that you have a certain passion around what you're doing, like with the capacitance?
I don't need to grab the question, but I'm also like you to actually record this part. I have a trouble to understand that question. I know you're asking a question, but
yeah,
I have a trouble to understand. Okay, why am I making what I make?
yeah. Like, why don't you make speakers like this? Why are you not making speakers like this, and you're making amplifiers and doing prototypes like this?
Okay, one step at a time. One step at a time. When you go into prototype, that's another question.
Okay, well,
but since you're asking me why do I make electronic instead of speaker, that's an easier question.
okay, we'll start there.
Electronic fascinate me more than speaker.
Okay.
So that's why I choose electronics. Then we move into why am I making all this prototype?
Well, the prototypes, yeah, that would be self-evident. I mean, you have so many
Ideas.
ideas, and yeah,
Those are concept proven. Those are concept proven prototypes. So if I have a concept, I need to put it together and make sure it works. Now nowadays, some engineer will say that you can just put in a simulator. Yeah, you can put in a simulator and say, it works. It's like have a sine wave here, out, in and out, but it doesn't tell you how to sound.
Yeah.
So that's why I actually have to make it and have adjustable knob to switch it on the fly, so
Right.
you can actually hear the different A B hear the difference. So that's why I make them. Are they all of this concept or features or idea going to be in production? No. Is one of these preamp going to be one model? No. But I am building building block. I'm getting building block. And when I have a concept, if the concept is workable enough, then I put it in real life and put something together and test the sound. So for example, in this preamp, I have proven two concepts that works.
Which is?
Without giving you the whole trade secret, I would call it the green knob and the adjustable B plus voltage.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. And on this one, it started at since 2004. I have proven the super cap. It's semi-reliable, but not really reliable enough for production. And I did a video on that one. But it's still manageable if you know how. If the customers are willing to do some kind of a regular maintenance, which is like once a year or maybe once every 2 years.
Okay.
It's manageable, but it just doesn't work as regular cap that once you build, it will last for 50 years. It is not happening right now. I am not going to dispute the possible scenario that in 5 years they will improve it, but I have proven since 2008 when I put this together with more super cap until now, that issue, the shifting of capacitance of super cap has not changed, has not improved since. So after this long 16 years, they haven't improved that problem that I decided I'm not going to use it as a production in the production model unless it's a custom job, the customer is willing to do regular maintenance, which is another thing that I don't think the mass would able to accept.
Well, yeah, I guess you could have like semi-disposable external super cap modules that you plug in and out, maybe.
Yes, but that would be kind of costly. Because the super cap cost has come down, but still is costly.
Is it the super caps that wear out that need the maintenance?
It's not. They don't wear out. The capacitance change.
Oh.
Now, in the video I did why am I not able to use super cap as production, because super caps each super cap is only rated at 2.3 volt to 4 volt, anything between that voltage. If you need anything higher than that, you gotta put multiple super cap in series to handle the voltage.
Yeah.
So the voltage divider, assuming all the capacitor have the same capacitance,
right,
and the voltage drop will be equal. But as soon as one capacitor have less capacitance, it drop more voltage.
Yeah.
When it drop more than 4 volt or more than the rated voltage, it will eventually blow up.
Right.
And when they blow up the shorts, then the rest of the capacitors have to take the whole load of the whole full range of the voltage, and
then you got a chain reaction.
Another one will get overload.
Yeah.
So it will have a series of events that eventually all of them will blow up.
Okay.
Unless you monitor the capacitance, if this one change to lower, they got to add something on so they will drop back to the right voltage.
Oh.
So that's what I mean the regular maintenance. But I don't expect the audiophile, the mass market, will able to accept that kind of finicky thing.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe if you marketed it right, it could be like a tweaky thing that people would enjoy.
But that's also like money grab.
Yeah.
I can just put out a product like that and say like it will last forever. I can't.
Yeah.
Now it's not a wear and tear like car. You're trying to tell them this it will wear and tear, and they get panic. Cars are different. You know they can wear and tear. The tire will wear and tear.
Yeah, we're used to that.
We used to that, but not that.
Yeah.
The electronic don't wear unless it's tube. But it's not wear.
It's just unbalanced.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the manufacturer of supercap, a lot of manufacturers have fine print saying like they guarantee the operational period of that tolerance of the capacity for 10,000 hours.
Oh,
10,000
okay.
hours at 24/7 is only 14 months.
Yeah.
So that's like not long enough.
Okay.